comfortably hot in here. Oh look, I'm glowing. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on how to clean your brushes. How to clean your brushes. Several weeks ago I posted a video on what my favorite brushes are, affordable brushes, and I thought that it would be helpful to show you how I clean my brushes in also an affordable manner. And this is like how to thoroughly clean your brushes. If you're wanting little tips on how to spot clean your brushes, I can also do a video like that. But I will be sharing and showing the products that I use to clean my brushes that most people will have in their home, or they'll be very accessible and very cheap to find, as well as some techniques on how to clean your brushes and make them beautiful and brand new and take care of them. And I think that's it. So yeah. So if you're looking forward on how to learn how to clean your brushes, which is a necessity, just so you know, if your brushes are dirty, they're not going to work the way that they're supposed to. If there's a caked on product, it's not going to work. Eyeshadow is going to look muddy. Foundation going to look cakey. Bacteria gets caked in with the foundation and the eyeshadow and other products that you use brushes for. So it's healthy, and it's also helpful to clean your brushes. So yeah, if you are looking forward to this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you want to see next. If there's any other videos that might help you out that you think that I could do, let me know. And yeah, just keep on watching. If I left anything out, I'll leave it in the description because I'm so scatterbrained because it's so hot. Okay, that's all. Bye guys! So the first step of washing brushes is, well, first of all, you want to have the products that you need to wash said brushes. So first of all, there's a couple ways to do it. The first way I'm going to be using is going to be with just standard dish soap. You can find this anywhere. You can find it for really cheap at the dollar store if you want to pay for that. So that's one way of doing it. It disinfects, it does everything like that. My personal favorite way of cleaning my brushes is to use baby shampoo, because it's gentle on the bristles of the brush and the hair of the brush. So I like using baby shampoo, and I like using some coconut oil, just a little bit, but I do like doing that. So I'll be showing both of those processes in this video. Another thing I like doing is I like making a little board, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has some ridges on it. And I made this. I got this wood from Walmart. It came in a pack of 6 for like $2 or $3. And then I made some designs on it with some hot glue. And what this does is it just really gets into the brush and really cleans it out really well. Another way, again, you can do without going out and spending money or spending time making something like that is just by using the palm of your hand, which again I will show in this video. The last thing I want to talk about is cleaning sponges. So anything like this, the Real Technique sponge, any dollar store sponges, if maybe even a beauty blender, any sponges like this, I love cleaning them with just a standard, regular, unscented bar of Dove soap. Again, doesn't have to be Dove, but any soap bar works perfectly. In my opinion, it works just as well as the beauty blender cleanser, solid cleanser, and it's not $20, so you can get this for $1 or whatever at the dollar store or at Walmart, anything like that. So these are all things you can get your hands on pretty easily, but as far as the video goes, let me just show you how I typically wash my brushes. Okay, so I typically like storing my brushes out in little jars. I got these little bowls at the dollar store and filled them with some vase filler. And they just stack up really nice. Again, I have quite a few brushes. It is what it is. And then I just use a mason jar candle holder for my Morphe brushes because I like them the most and they deserve better treatment. But yeah, So let's get into it. First of all, I like setting the water itself at room temperature. First, you need a little bowl. We're gonna do the dish soap first. Just put in enough. I don't know if you can see that. And then what you want to do, you just turn the water on. You take your board or your hand, I guess I'll show you both. And then you just clean your brushes. And here we go. And then a dirty brush becomes a clean brush. And that's just my foundation brush. And then I just like to tap it dry on the towel that I have just out of the camera, and I just like to lay it down on the towel. As far as the coconut oil goes and the baby shampoo, depending on how many brushes I'm doing, of course, I like to take a chunk of coconut oil. I just put it in there. And then I take some baby shampoo. A little bit more baby shampoo than coconut oil because I'm not going to be using as much coconut oil, because it's mainly just to condition the brushes. But what I'm going to do again is I'm going to wet the brush a little bit. I'm going to dip it or dab it, sorry, into the coconut oil, and then move it around a little bit in the baby shampoo, and then I'm going to work the product out of the brush to make it clean. And this should be white again. See, it's all gross and dirty, so I'll show that. Goat hair, I like to flatten it so it keeps its shape and it doesn't get all crazy like these flyaway hairs that you probably can't see, but they're definitely there. I like to keep that to a minimum, so I just flatten it and then lay it down on the towel. In terms of eye brushes, it's about the same idea. We're gonna take our little board, we're gonna take a damp brush. We're just gonna dip it in the coconut oil and then swirl it in the baby shampoo, and then we're just gonna swish it around on the board. And again, this is another goat hair brush, so it's supposed to be white. It's a really wonderful sound. Or again, you can just, in the palm of your hand, you can't really see that really well, you just work it out on the palm of your hand, and again, you just rinse it. You form it into the shape that you want it to be in, so that when it dries it's not all crazy, it doesn't have all the flyaways, and then that's what it looks like when it's clean. Then the last thing I want to show you is the sponge. The sponge is pretty simple. It's just a little bit more tedious. What you're going to do is you're going to dampen it so that it's the size that it's supposed to be in, and you're just going to squeeze out all the water, and then you're just going to rub it on the soap. This is the best way I've found. And every once in a while just continue to wet it. Squeeze out the soap and the product should eventually come out. If you don't see that, the product is coming out. And when it's all clean, just squeeze out all the water and then just set it aside. And I'm going to do this for the rest of my brushes, and then I'll be right back to talk to you. And those are all my brushes, and they're clean, nice and clean. And that's how I like laying them out as well. I like laying them out on a towel to dry overnight, just to make sure that they're dry. I don't like sitting them up because then the water runs into the barrel, the ferrule, and loosens the bristles. So I like laying them flat until they dry. Also, they keep their shape better when they're lying dry, and you like form them into their shape. So that's how I let them dry. And yeah, that's how I wash my brushes, guys.